What's good, everyone? What is good? Welcome back to the channel with your chili, of course, Machiavelli. And today we're back with another Sims 4 speed build. In today's speed build, we are going to be making a modern house. I'm not going to get too much into this modern house because it's pretty much like most of modern houses. And today's commentary, it might be a little long one, so I'm just gonna hop straight into it, which you guys don't. Hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, it's pretty much a same old modern house that I found that I really like. So hope you guys enjoy it too. Again, it'll be on the gallery and it'll be in trade house on the low. So yeah, check those out. Anyways. Also, all my information is linked down below. All of you have been asking me about like my Snapchat, about my Instagram, about my gallery username. That's all linked down below. Go check them out. It has a bunch of goodies. Go check it out for yourself. But anyways, let's get into the topic. So today's topic is books. Yes, we're talking about books. I'm talking about how I got into books. Like, I don't even read books. I read audiobooks. I'm reading a new audiobook, so that's why I'm talking about it today, because I've been addicted. I found this audiobook. Let's see, I found it. Let's see. By the way, if you wonder what it's called The Moth and the Flame. It's really good. It's a really good book. But anyways, I found this book earlier today, and I've read about, I don't even know. I didn't read it, but I'm listening to it because I'm an audiobook person. I have listened to about 3 hours of it already. It's insane how much I like this book. And so I literally had to force myself to stop to make this like commentary. It's insane. It was really good. I love this book. So anyway, so I was reading it. I'm listening to it, and then I just realized that, I don't know, I thought it would be fun to come here and talk about like my comps or just talk about books in general, because I talk about books. But also, the big thing I want to talk about today was this feeling I get when I read books. So, when I read a good book, actually, this is mainly based towards romance books. I love romance books, but when it comes to romance book, what I love is tension. I love sexual tension. I know it's weird. I'm a guy. I actually don't like this stuff. Oh well, I don't care, but I do. Get over with, okay? Anyways, I like sexual tension. Sexual tension, I feel like just it's just amazing. Especially slow burners. I despise. I don't like it. Like, no, I don't like insta love. I hate when you read a book and within the third chapter, like, I love this guy, or like they're describing him like I can't resist them. You know, I hate those where like they literally don't know the person's like I can't say no to him, or just this one book which made no sense to me, where this one book was, we're on the first chapter and she talks about how she doesn't like to be touched, or she doesn't like how people are around her, she doesn't like when people look at her or whatever, like she doesn't like people in general, but yet when this one guy bumps into her or stands beside her, she's like, I don't know, I don't like when people stand beside me, but with him it's different. What makes him so different? Like, ugh, I hate it. I hate insta love. I hate insta like. I don't like it. It adds no depth to the book. Like, what makes that person so different? Like, you don't even know them, but yet they're different. I can't. Anyways, moving on. If you can't tell how much, I can't even tell you how many times I have started a new book all excited, and then I listen to the first chapter and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Yep, delete. Like, yep, waste of time. Refund. I can't even tell you how many times I've done it. I hate them. But anyways, I like like I said, I like tension. I love a good build up, and it has to be built up the right way. Like, when I say built up, I can't mean like I don't know. I don't want to describe it right now because it take forever to describe what I'm talking about. But I love a good build up, and so I'm reading this book and it has a great build up right now. Like, we're getting 3 hours in. I guess you could say it's a slow build up because I'm just like, just kiss already. You know, just do it. Just do it. Like, just do it. 3 hours. Just do it. But like I said, I haven't even kissed already. It's been 3 hours in. I have how long is this book? I haven't even taken how long is, okay, I have 8 hours remaining. I have read, sleep timer. I can't even, okay, my bad. I've read 2 hours and 45 minutes, pretty much, and I have 8 hours left to go. 8 hours and 58 minutes to go. Pretty much 9 hours more to go. Bro, I'm not gonna finish this book. Like, I'm gonna finish this book today, but it's gonna take me a hot minute to finish this book. Oh god, I just realized how long you have left to go. Bro, they're probably not even gonna kiss for the next 5 hours. Bruh, like, anyways, back to what I was trying to say. This tension thing. Whenever there's good tension, I get these, I call them like butterflies, like book butterflies or TV show butterflies, where like, I know for a fact, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. I'm gonna say like a lot, so bear with me. But I get this feeling in my stomach when I can feel literally the tension where my stomach does a flip. And no, it's not it's not like when you come to people say, oh, it's like when you like somebody. No, it's different. Like, I liked people before. I've liked many different girls in my life. And I get butterflies, of course, but nothing like this. This is like a whole butterfly thing that happens just for TV shows. Like, I'll be watching TV show and like they'll do this little flirty gesture and my stomach will flip. And I'll be like, whoa. It's so weird. I don't know what it is. Like, in this book right now, they literally just I can't even tell you what just happened because, bruh, well, I can't tell you what just happened because my this video will get flagged. Yeah, I will say, if you are under the age of, like, if you're a pure kid, do not read this book. Do not read it because this man just had some shower. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, if you're young, just don't read it. You're not there yet. There's plenty of other good books out there. But yeah, it's a really good book. And so I'll give you guys an update on it tomorrow. But right now, again, nothing happened, but my belly have been doing flips. Like, I just went for a walk around my block for like an hour listening to this book, and I was literally giggling bro, can you imagine, just imagine a black kid, a black man in his 22s giggling while taking a walk. It wasn't a good sight. It wasn't a great sight at all. I looked like a fool. But anyways, because these, I don't know, just I love a good like tension plus the banter. This book is so, not even banter. One of the big things that I love is when female characters can give it right back. Like, we're talking about when they don't cower in fear, or for example, in the book, they'll be like, so, are you flirting? She's like, yeah, I'm flirting. Like, she just admits to it. You're like, no, I'm not flirting. I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about? Like, no. She just admits to it, like, yeah, I'm doing it. What's wrong with that? You know, I love that. I love when they can give it back. Or when, you know, I don't know how to say it. There's this one book. There's another book. I don't know. I've read a bunch of these. I just for like, what, 10 seconds just said I don't know like 55 times. But there's these other books I read that are called, like, not called, but they're bully romance books. Yes, judge me, I'm judging myself right now. I read way too many of them. But there's this one book, if I can't remember, I actually have it on my downloads folder. I have Audible, by the way. I recommend you get it if you like audiobooks. I love audiobooks. Actually, I'll talk about how I got into audiobooks in a second because it's a cool story, I guess. But I have this other like obsession, not obsession. I just read too many of them. Bully romance books. It's called Boys of Brashar High. Brashar. There we go. It's Brashar. Boys of Brashar High. It's so good. It is the female character in that book is, oh my. Honestly, after I read that book, I honestly tried my best to find every book that had a female character like her. She gave it to as much as get. She was such a badass. Like, I love badass, like, females. Like, bruh, I don't like when they cower. Like, I hate when they cower. I hate it. Like, I love when they can stand up for themselves, stick up for themselves. I know it's hard, because I'm not gonna say that in general, but it's a book, you know? Moving on. I love characters like that, and ever since I read that book, I just, if a character does not have like some bit of backbone, that's it, a backbone. I love when characters have a backbone. Like, but anyways, moving on from that, in this book, the main characters, bickering's good, but these two just have banter. That's it. Like, they just tear each other out. It's like sexual chemistry, but mix banter with it. Mix a little bit of an age gap. Oh, you guys don't know, I love a good age gap. I tell you guys how bad I was with age gaps before. How I shipped the 38-year-old with the 16-year-old. Yes, judge me, okay? I was judging myself. It was a TV show. Like, she went back to school. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but it was a TV show. I couldn't help it. I wasn't the only one. There's literally videos on YouTube about them that have millions of views about those two characters, even though he was like 16 and she was 38. I don't care. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. It was cute. They were cute. It would never work out because like he's like the same age as her daughter, but hey, like I couldn't help myself. Moving on. Well, moving on. But yeah, I love me a good age gap. I think that's my favorite thing. I love when I don't know, just because it's so taboo. I know age gaps are a big thing. I know people are like shaking their heads at me. People are shaking their heads like, oh my god, that's disgusting. I know. But like I don't know what it is. I just love close with age gaps. They're like I have like tiers of what I like. One, my big one is age gaps. Two is when what's another one? What's another one I like to read a lot? So age gaps. There's another one I can't remember at the moment. High school. I love like high school / college. Don't ask me why. 2, 3. I love like star ones where like it's a movie star or an actor dating, you know, an auntie, or like a person that it's like when a movie star dates like a non-fan, like a person that hates their music or something. I don't know. I just, like I said, an opposite track. That's it. I kind of makes it opposite attract. I think my big thing is opposite attract. I love when two opposite people that most likely would never be together end up together, but it has to end up together properly, not just like sticking. Like, this is sticking a nerd and a popular kid expecting it to work. No, like, there has to be some of a storyline with it, but I love opposite attracts. Those are my hands down favorite one. I love opposite attracts. Moving on from that. Yeah, I love the book. I'll give you guys an update on it. But yeah, if you guys have note or talk about when talking about like the flutters in your stomach, let me guys know, because I've been getting them for years. Like, I can't remember how many times I've literally watched or read books for my summer, like, my stomach just like somersaults when I read these books. It's the best time ever. But moving on, I'm gonna talk to you guys now, like a little rundown of how I even got to like all this. So this all actually started like a few years back. You would think I actually hate books. I don't like reading books, which is why I do audiobooks. But there's this one time where I watched this TV show on Nickelodeon called How to Rock. I love that show. I'm so sad I didn't get another season. But anyways, on that show, I watched the first episode on that show one day. I was on Nickelodeon and I watched it, and I absolutely loved the show. And then I found out there was a book, and the next day I went out and bought the book. And then that day I literally finished and read the whole book that day. It was like How to Rock Braces and Glasses. Such a good book. I recommend you go buy it. It's like, think about it now. They're kids in middle school, not even high school. It's middle school. It's kind of weird, but anyways. So that book came out, and then following up, I remember it was September. It was after my birthday. The birthday came on. The book came out. The second book, which is How to Rock Makeup and Breakups. The second book came out. I still remember everything about that book. But anyway, so the second book came out September 22nd. My birthday's on September the 21st, so I knew when I was coming out, and I was so excited for it. I even asked my cousin to go drive me to go pick it up, pick up the book at Chapters that day, and I read it the whole day. I started at 12 and I ended it at 12 a.m. It was such a good read. I had so much fun reading it. But anyways, that happened, and then after that, I actually started discovering like good books. I used to hate books. I used to think things were so sad because I used to bring books that had no like story behind it. And I kind of never really realized that a lot of these movies that I like that were based off of stories. So anyways, I went on YouTube after, because I couldn't afford books at the time. So I went on YouTube and started looking up like book reviews, because if I was going to buy a book, I had to make sure it's the right book. So I started looking up books online, and I ended up actually watching movies that were based on books. So the big one was The Maze Runner. I actually read the whole series, The Maze Runner. So I ended up going on YouTube, and they actually had the whole Maze Runner series on YouTube audiobook. I didn't know what audiobook was, so I went on it and I clicked on it because the Maze Runner movie was out and I watched the first one. So I went on it and I watched the whole Maze Runner book. I could literally come here and talk about the Maze Runner for like a good commentary, because I love that book. I read like, oh, it was so good. Favorite characters, I love Brenda. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I love Brenda. Like, especially in the book rather than the movie. I liked her in the book. She's such a like, oh, I love Brenda. Anyways, I actually gotta go because commentary's getting long. I'll finish up in the next commentary. Hope you all enjoyed this build. Again, I could talk about stuff for hours. We're gonna continue in the next commentary. We'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Just peace, bye. Love y'all. Bye guys. Love you. Deuces. Bye.